Hello, this is our video project for the book The Spirit Catches You and You Fall Down by Anne Fadiman. I am your host, Patrick James Frederick I, as we take you through some poems that was written about the book. Our first poem tonight will be Austin's poem as he summarizes the book. Let's give it up for Austin.
The Spirit catches you and you fall down. A tale of a family that is spiritually sound. A daughter with a blessing yet to others seen as a curse. Eastern religion plays into this story, Western is seen to be the worst. Leah, child of the monk, who is seen with a spirit. Daughter to fool and now cow, having values, too complex to bear it. Escaping from war and bloodshed from the homeland of Laos. Many have fled, many have died, from the violence of a soldier's pounce. Arriving at America, rich, free, strong soil. Facing many challenges and changes, yet did not see what would unfoil. Medicine? No, just herbs and prayer, for the monk believe in strength. Epilepsy makes Leah a shaman, yet death was within arm's length. Conflict arises between the two cultures. One side says she needs help. One side says this is normal and good, believes it so much, doctor says, welp. They took the girl straight from her bed. Someone called security. Someone called black. Fearing for a third child, mother and father knew they could not go back. The tale of two cultures, with a girl caught in between, shows the view of entering a new world of a family trying to make the slate clean.
Up next, we have Sydney's poem called Culture Clash.
High up in the mountain land lived the Lee family, part of a Hmong clan. Practicing agriculture put a means to an end, consuming rice, veggies, herbs, and chicken. While one group thought it was a simple issue of the head, the other believed it was more spiritually led. Ultimately, a lack of compromise left a girl brain dead. Her family acted as though the girl's soul had gone out for a run, and hoped their techniques would bring the falling to a sum. Rubbing coins on the skin and egg techniques were all on the list to be done. The tricks, nabe, and shaman was another option. So was the cotton and alcohol vacuum concoction. On the other hand, there was all those dressed up in scrubs who kept suggesting scans, pills, and more drugs. They knew the falling was an issue and not to be swept under the rug, so they gave her more liquid medicine to chug. They diagnosed the falling as epilepsy, a series of seizures that would take over if not cared for properly. Finding her vein was difficult because she was so heavy, but her parents saw this as a sign of being healthy. This is only one example of how the two cultures failed to agree. One culture was against Western medicine, but the doctors thought not treating your child was a sin. Who knows what might have been if interpreters or social workers had been there to help both parties win. Poor little Leah Lee, if only everyone could truly see. Instead of asking whose was this responsibility, cultural understanding and cooperation would have been key for little Leah Lee to live past the year of good old 30.
Now we have McKenna's poem called Religion. This will be read in the perspective of the parents to keep in mind.
Leah, where is your soul? How did it leave? When will it come back? Is it trapped in a hole? I know who did this, a malicious spirit called a dab. It took your soul when your sister slammed the door and didn't even leave a scab. Leah, where is your soul? How do we get it back? We love you so much and would do anything, even live in a shack. Maybe rites of affliction, because we're in a conniption. Animal sacrifice or a shaman perhaps. We don't want you to relapse. Leah, where is your soul? What can we do to help? Shaman, call for it now. Get back what it stole. Maybe the dab would like an exchange. Leah's soul for an animal's, that we can arrange. In spite of all this, we're so proud of you, dear. The signs are so clear. Your future is bright as a blessed holy shaman, and your situation is really uncommon. As a shaman, you'd have contact with the spirits. You'd help us all with our pains and requests. Any questions, you'd clear it.
To finish us off tonight, we have our other Sydney's poem about kinship and gender.
The Lees' main role of parenthood was put in jeopardy when their daughter Leah was diagnosed with epilepsy. Though Leah was not a boy, she was the Lees' most treasured joy. Leah held such affection because of her spiritual connection. Men were the most respected because the patrilineal descent was selected. The Hmong children are organized in clans, based on the last name of the man. Their way is quite nomadic, and their history is quite tragic. They had to try polygamy when their population was diminished miserably. It is strictly taboo to marry someone from the same clan as you. When the Hmong came to the United States, their way of life was at stake. The elderly were no longer as honored as children who knew English were admired. The woman's main gender role is to bring into the world new souls. Fua suffered silently as she delivered children compliantly. The Lee's whole world was churned when the doctors became concerned, and Leah was not returned.